people. Hey. I'm gonna wait till somebody jumps on, because I want to make sure that you can hear me, because I'm in a new spot today. I'm sitting at Martin's getting my work on. Needed to get out the house and change my surroundings a little bit. So I just want to make sure someone can hear me before I start talking, since my surroundings are different. So if you jump on, say hello, say hello, say hello. Say hello, say hello, say hello, say hello. Oh, let me share my video while I'm... So if you are on, say hello. I want to make sure that you can hear me, because I am in a new location and I don't want to start talking and nobody can hear me, right? So if you can hear me, just say hello. Let me know that you out there, so that way I know you can hear me, right? And I see some of y'all on, so you might as well just say, hey, I'm on. Oh, so you ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. Well, let me know you on. Again, I want to make sure that you can hear me. Hey, Amy, I see you on. Say hello. I'm just trying to see if you all can hear me before I start talking, because I'm in a new location. I'm at Martin's, and I want to make sure my sound is good before I start talking. So if you can hear me, let me know, and then I will jump right in why I'm doing my video today. Hey Gil, I see you on. How are you, sir? We need to set up an appointment. Hey Gil, can you hear me? I'm assuming you can hear me. Maybe you commented. Soon as somebody let me know they can hear me, I'm gonna jump into my conversation. Okay, you can hear me. Great, because I got some people in the background and I just want to make sure we're good. So as you all know, I've been doing these videos the last 2 days. Maybe you don't know, right? So I said I was gonna do videos for 3 days. And it was for 2 reasons. One, because I get a lot of people who are inboxing me, who are calling me, who are just inquiring, man, you're doing a lot of stuff. Where you at? I see you winning. How you get on this platform? Blah, 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 right? I get a lot of people just saying, you know, I see you type of thing. But then I also decided I was going to do the couple of days worth of videos, because I see my timeline switching, right? I see people kind of... moving from new me, new year, new everything to, oh, it's cool. And it's not like super discouraging or super negative. It's just what I would call mediocrity, back to, you know, day-to-day normals, instead of being geeked up about what's potentially getting ready to happen to you. So for those 2 reasons, I decided I was going to do a video for 3 days, right? So today is day 3, and I'm like super geeked up. I changed my topic and everything. I was gonna talk about something completely different, but then I had this incredible call today. Shout out to Miss Patrice. Hats off to you. You did your thing this morning on the morning show. So I figured I would tell my story, which I haven't really done, right? Like, I've told bits and pieces, but I haven't shared it the way I'm getting ready to share it today, right? So this is for all of my entrepreneurs out there who are maybe early in your journey, or maybe you've been doing it for a little while and you frustrated and tired and whatever. This is especially for y'all. Like, I'm getting ready to put my business in the street, so to speak, in the hopes that it touches somebody who's been doing the work, right? Who's been doing all of the things, quote unquote, that they say you got to do in order to make money, and you ain't seeing the results that you want, right? This is specifically for you. Okay, so let me just jump into it. So I decided I was gonna start a business, right? And didn't know much about business, right? So when you don't know much about something, the first thing you should always do is learn, right? Too many, and I'm gonna just throw this in here because I see this happening more and more. I see people who are just jumping into business, just making a decision that they're gonna start a business one day, and then they start it 3 weeks later. No, you better try to learn the principles of business. Like, what is marketing and branding and sales and all? What do all these things look like, and how do they go together? So that's, you know, another time, a story for another time. But so I decide I'm gonna start learning, right? Let me figure out what business is really all about, because, you know, I've been on the opposite end, right? I haven't been on the entrepreneur side for very long, right? I've been more on the direct service side. Everybody knows I'm a therapist. I talk about it all the time, right? So I decided I'm gonna venture off and I'm gonna learn some stuff. And in the process of me learning stuff, I went to this coach, and I went to this program, and I went to this event, and I went to that, this, that, right? Like I've done all of this different stuff in an attempt to learn what I needed to learn to build a business, right? And I did. There's no question about that. I learned everything that I could possibly learn, and it cost me a pretty penny, right? As you can see, I put my money in the caption because I need y'all to know this is a real conversation, right? So I spent $50,000 in 6 months trying to build my business, trying to learn what I needed to do, right? And here's the problem. Even though most of the experiences that I had was decent, right? I learned a lot. I got a lot of value. I've only had 1 or 2 bad experiences from coaches or programs. Everything else has been A1, right? But here's the problem. Even though I was learning a lot and I was excited about what I was learning, the problem was I was learning those things in isolation. Right? Like this coach over here was teaching me about sales, and this coach over here was teaching me about branding, and then this coach or this program that I signed up taught me about marketing, and you know what I'm saying? Like everything that I did taught me about one thing. And so at the end of my 6 months, I learned a lot, but I didn't have no strategy, right? Like I had learned all of these different things in isolation, right? Like they wasn't flowing because I was learning them from different people, number one, and I was learning them in steps that didn't make sense, right? I learned about sales and I didn't even understand branding, and everybody knows branding got to come before sales. I mean, I know that now, but of course I didn't know that at the time. So here it is. I look up, I'm grinding, I'm going hard, and I look up and I spent all my doggone money. All of it, okay? And the problem with spending all my money is I didn't have nothing to show for it. I didn't have a product, a program, a client, none of that. None of it. And so naturally I'm frustrated, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I got all this information, I don't know what to do with it. And the problem is, and this is the part that I want you to catch, right? Like I want you to catch, you cannot operate without a strategy, right? I mean, and me having the gift of strategy should have understood that, which I did after I learned what I needed to learn, right? But as I'm learning these different things, it's like the problem that I see so many entrepreneurs, and I know y'all out there because I talk to y'all every day. Y'all just came back from this conference and you geeked up and you hype and you like, yes, I'm finna do blah, 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 blah. But 4 weeks later and 6 weeks later and 12 months later, you in the same spot. Maybe you've done a little marketing, if you've done a little whatever, but the problem is that you're really frustrated and you're tired and you're overwhelmed and you broke. Because you have to have a strategy in order to build your business. Listen, you don't even for some of you do understand. Some of you have been on that journey where you have spent money after money trying to make something happen, believing in your dreams when nobody else believes in your dreams, right? And I just wanted to put this message out here that it doesn't take all that. It doesn't take all of that. For those of you who listen to Trevor Otts and some of the people from the Black CEO, you know, he talks about the fact that, no, I ain't even gonna go too far in it. But what I will say is that we spend all of this money on coaches and programs trying to make something work. But you need a strategy that works for your entire business. Everybody got a different goal. Somebody out here trying to make 250, and somebody else trying to make 50, and somebody else just trying to build their list, and somebody else got a brick and mortar, and somebody else doing multi-level marketing, and somebody, right? Like everybody's doing something different. And here's the thing, this is the thing I don't want you to miss. You get to build your business in a way that works for you. The principles are the same, right? Like you don't get to change marketing and branding, but how you do them is completely up to you. Whether you want to be out here grinding nonstop, or whether you want to do something from home, whether you want to speak and be traveling, like you get to dictate the rules, right? Let me just say that I went through all of this madness trying to make something happen, and look, the place that I'm in today, like I wish I could just stand up and shout, and I could, but you wouldn't see me if I just got up. I wish I could stand up and shout and explain to you that while the road was rough, and I don't recommend that you do it that way, right? There's an easier way than to have to do everything in isolation. But while the road was rough, the end result, baby, when I tell you that is everything, It's everything. Let me tell you, I'm getting ready to speak on, I told you on Monday, or I don't even know what day, today's Monday. I told you on Saturday when I did day one that I told you my story about the millionaire, right? How I had just made the decision. I went across the country. It was 5 hours, right? I went 5 hours, went to this conference where I knew nobody, I never been to a business conference, and I met this guy as a millionaire, gave me his number, doing business, blah, 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 right? I told you that story. This weekend, Saturday, I'll be in Washington, D.C. I'm flying to speak at a conference, and I'm on a platform with millionaires. Like, I want you to catch that, right? I'm on a platform with people who are making 6 and 7 figures. Me, like a regular person. Okay, you missed it. It's fine. So I'm speaking in Washington, D.C. on Saturday on a crazy platform. Right? Like, names that you're not even going to like. You just use my profile picture. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my profile picture right now has the people that are speaking on that. Not only am I speaking, but I'm sitting on a panel with these people. Okay. Then the following week, I fly to Tampa to speak on an even bigger platform with even more successful entrepreneurs are out here getting it. And it's people who are further along than me, right? And I'm sitting on the same platform. Like, I want you to take that in. I want you to know that this life it can be so much simpler than the way that I did it. I want you to be able to take advantage of not having to live 2018 in overwhelm, right? Like, you do not have to go through 2018 the way I spent my 2017 and the way you spent part of your 2017. You don't have to do it that way. You do not have to build your business spending $50,000. Now, you want to invest something. Google is only going to take you so far, right? Like, I tell you that all the time. It's a lot of free stuff, and it'll help you. That free stuff will work too. You ought to be signing up for free stuff. But that free stuff is only going to take you so far. Hey, Dave, what's up? I see you on here. So I just want you all to understand that you do not have to spend $50,000. Hush, boy. You do not have to spend $50,000 trying to build your business. You're going to have to make an investment. Like, don't get it twisted. But you don't have to go to this coach and this coach and this coach and this program. You need to find you one solid person that you can ride out with, that you believe can take you there, that's got some results, some proof. Listen, let me tell you, this week, not 2 months ago, 6 months ago, this week, I audited somebody's business, okay? A well-known speaker that y'all, if I told you his name, which I'm not going to do, right? Don't do that. Don't ask me because I ain't going to tell you. I audited his business and showed him 10 different ways where he is missing money. Showed him how he can make anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million this year. Not next year, not 3 years from now, not over a 14-year plan, right? Like, we're talking about in one fiscal year. That's what your girl does, right? Like, I'm cool with it. And the truth is, you cool with it too. Like, the business that you have, I have no question that you cool with it, because you get into it because of what you love, right? Most of them are missing money. I know you. Yep, that's right, Dave. Most of them are missing money, right? And I just want you to know and be encouraged as you walk into 2018. You better get yourself a strategy. It's not just about information, right? Like, we got information coming out of every direction. We all got information on how to lose weight and how to be a better person and how to build a business and how to write a book. Like, information you can get. But that strategy, that's everything. What you gonna do with that book that you just wrote? What are you gonna do with that list that you just built? What are you gonna do to leverage that event that you are spending all your time, energy, and money trying to pull off, right? How do you do things that are profitable? That's what we specialize in the Reset Room. We specialize in profitable launches. Whether you're trying to launch your business, launch a program, launch a new marketing strategy, like whatever it is that you're doing, you have to make sure that it's profitable. That's why we in this business. Like, you can't make impact without money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why people don't. Anyway, so I'm going to throw this out here. Like I said, I had a bomb call today and it just fired me up. The third thing that I was going to talk about, which was about skills, and I'm not even going to go there because I feel like this topic was so much more worth it. I want you to understand that you don't have to do a bunch of stuff in isolation. You don't have to spend money here, there, this, that, then, because that's going to leave you frustrated, tired, and overwhelmed. And I know y'all out here frustrated, tired, and overwhelmed because I talk to you. I see people all the day that's trying to make their dreams happen. They trying to push their business, but they stuck, right? Like they don't really know what their next step is. They frustrated because they spending all their money in isolation. And what you need is a strategy. Honey, the only reason why I know, because I did it. I went out there and hired all these different people, different programs, different coaches, different whatever, right? And ended up being broke, not because the information wasn't good and not because they did not deliver a valuable service, because most of them did. Only a few of them I felt like, nah, that program won't work, that shit, right? But most of them delivered on what they said. But the problem is you have to have a strategy to put all of that together, because when that conference, that program, that whatever is over, you have to know how to use that. So I'm giving y'all an opportunity today to get on the phone with me. Right, I got 5 slots open today, this afternoon, to be able to let me show you what resetting your business really looks like. Again, I have all these people who are inboxing me, who are asking me questions, sending me text messages and emails about how did you do this and how did you do that and how did you do that. But let me show you how. Let me show you how this works. It's not nearly as complicated as we make it. I got 5 slots. I'm going to put it in the comments. It ain't going to cost you nothing. This is a free 30-minute conversation. Do you know how much information and how much value I've gotten from doing free consults? I don't even think people understand that there is value everywhere, right? Like, I'm not even going to spend my time there. What I am going to say is that if you want to be able to spend the next 60 days, right? The next 60 days, we are in quarter 1, and my quarter 1 is, hey, it's booming, baby. Like and this is not about me being conceited or like, this is me saying, God, you are showing out. Like, who knew? Who knew? And I want you to be just as geeked up, just as excited, just as pumped about your 2018. I don't want you to have to sit there and overwhelm and be frustrated and tired and, overwhelmed. That's a choice, right? Like, you don't have to do it that way. Here I am offering you an opportunity to do it different. That's the purpose. That's the only reason why you would pay somebody to do something in the first place, is leveraging the information that they already learned. Take the $50,000 that I done already spent and let me show you how to make that work for you. Like I said, I love the fact that I can audit somebody's business and show them how to make $1 million in the same fiscal year. That's crazy. Hey, Star, I see you on here. How you doing, boo? I'm looking forward to our session. Star is one of my clients that we're going to be working with, getting her stuff together. She got an event launching in June, a book launching in June, so I'm geeked about that. So I just wanted to throw my little 2 cents out here in the water, let people know that the struggle is real and you don't got to struggle. Right? Like we it's a choice. You don't got to be out here trying to figure out what your next step is. Let's put a game plan together. Let's make sure that you leave not even 2018. Let's make sure you leave this quarter. Let's make sure you leave this quarter with a plan on what you're going to do next quarter, the quarter after that, the quarter after that, how what you're going to do is going to lead to revenue. We're not talking about we're going to do this and we're going to do this. And we're talking about how's that going to make you some money, right? Like, how is that going to yield you some income on the other end? That's what this is about. That's what this call is about. So, like I said, I got 5 slots. I'm opening it up for the rest of the day. For those of you who are interested, I'm going to put the link in the comments when I get done. Let y'all know that I'm going to do it while I'll see if it let me do it while I'm on the call here. I'm not sure if it will. Let's see here. Yep. Hey, I'm out here winning. Me and technology, boy. I'm glad I got a tech guy, man. Shout out to Greg Russell, my tech guy. I appreciate him. Listen, let me tell you this, and this will be my last thought, and I'm gonna jump off. There is nothing like having a team. I know what it feels like to be trying to build everything yourself, to try to think through everything yourself. That shit is for the birds. It gets frustrating, gets tired. You don't even know whether you're doing it right. There's nothing like having a tech guy and a salesperson and an assistant. My assistant is next. Hey, shout out to anybody out there that's looking, that does kind of VA work, that virtual assistant work, or anybody who just does regular assistant type work. I am looking for an assistant that I'll be hiring in February. So if you're interested in that, let me know. All right, so, you know, those are my thoughts. Share the video out, right? Somebody out here needs to hear this video. Somebody out here is struggling already in 2018. They done took their struggle from 2017 and it done crept in all the way on, what, day 9, day 10? What's today? Right, so share the video out. Let people know that they don't got to be out here struggling. You don't have to spend all your little change. You do got to spend a little. You know what I'm saying? But you can look out into the end of this quarter and be walking into the rest of your year feeling like, hey, hey, hey. Okay, I'm clowning. So I will catch y'all later. I'm out. Peace.